Should I run really fast like they do in the old time movies?
Yes! Yes!
Are you going to put it on that?
I could speed it up.
We planted this in 2013. It's a Gravenstein apple and it desperately needs pruning. Let's see what you can do in 1 minute.
Okay.
Go!
I think that may have been the 45-second prune.
Oh, all right. But
So can you tell us?
I can tell you why I did what I did.
Okay.
Because I only had 60 seconds. That's why I did what I did. No, but I did. Okay.
So just for the quick and dirty,
Yeah.
we hadn't. This was getting what you call leggy. It was getting too
Right,
long. The
right.
branches, the fruit can break the branches.
Right.
So essentially, what did you do here?
What I did is I took out all the branches that were really low, that maybe when you mow and drive your tractor, and I took all the branches going straight up and the ones that are going way out too far, because this branch is way too long for its thickness.
Okay.
So what I did is I found a side branch here and I left the tip. You always leave the terminal bud.
Oh!
And I left the tip there.
Uh-huh.
And that will become where the new branch goes out, but it's not near as long. It was so long that it was going to bend down like this when the fruit came on.
Yeah.
And bend out of shape, and then it would stop producing as well. And for the top, what I did, it was about 6 feet taller.
Yeah.
And so what I did is I found a branch that we could bend like this. So there's still one more thing needs to be done here.
Okay.
We're going to put a stake up here.
Oh!
Like you're going to put a stake here.
Yeah?
And you're going to take this branch
Uh-huh.
and you're going to tie it with a piece of bamboo like this, and this is the new top.
Oh!
So it has a top,
Uh-huh.
and because the top still has a terminal bud that I didn't cut back,
Yeah?
it gives a message to all the other branches to grow out and produce fruit. If I would have cut that off,
Yeah.
whenever you cut a terminal bud off a branch, it puts out a bunch of side branches below that. And we didn't want more branches.
Uh-huh.
So I made sure I didn't just cut it off like here. I cut it off to a branch that we could tie up with a terminal bud. And that's going to be your new top. And you've got to remember to put a little bamboo stake right up there. Now your tree's about 5 foot shorter, and it has the branches going where they want.
So is that something that we would never trim off later then? That will always stay there?
No, what's going to happen is this is going to grow way up.
Yeah?
And eventually it's going to get way taller than you want, and you're going to do the same thing. So imagine now, instead of standing on the ground, I've climbed up a ladder, and it's like 10 years from now.
Yeah.
And I'm like about, say, 5-6 feet off the ground.
Yeah.
And I'm up at the top of the tree, and it's really tall like that. I'm going to look for a new branch like this one right here.
Okay.
And I'm going to cut everything off above there. And this new one is going to become the top, but I'm not going to tip it back.
Okay.
I'm going to let it stay, and it'll become the new top. And that's what you always keep doing on your trees. You make them shorter, but you always keep a top by finding a less vigorous branch that's going upwards.
And do you always bamboo it up?
Well, usually, like in the winter and stuff, we probably could have found a branch that was going up enough we wouldn't have needed even to stake it. Okay, it's kind of a rule of thumb. When you're thinning your fruit, and June's a good time to do it, what you want to do is put your hand out, and wherever your thumb is and your little finger, that's about how far the fruit should be apart. So you can do that now. In just a second. Yeah, there you go.
So should I take these two off?
Well, you can leave one about here, and one about here is fine. It's
Okay.
close enough. Usually they're in a cluster of like 5. You pick just one of them to keep out of the cluster.
So you go through your orchard, and about this time of year, when the fruit is roughly the size of a Super Bowl.
Yeah.
And you start pulling that off.
And you can
And
you can pull it, or you can use little pruners and prune it off.
You've taken away a lot of money. You've cut away my tree.
Yeah.
You cut all the fruit off.
Yeah.
I don't know if you're going to be invited back.
I know. Sorry about that. But here, so pretty much you got.
Oh, I got one.
Got one there. Got one here.
There we go.
Okay, and
some parts of
they figure about 35 leaves can support one fruit in general. Give you an idea.
Oh.
But if you don't want to count leaves, you could use the rule of thumb.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed editing this video, and just kind of was a reminder of what a wonderful time we had with Sam and James from Raintree Nursery that came out and helped us with this orchard, or with our orchard. I think this video is really important because it really distills I think it really simplifies for the common person some basic things to help take care of our fruit trees that I have never really known how to do. To be honest with you, I've always been somewhat intimidated about cutting, that I was afraid I was going to do something wrong, and I have never really known why we weren't getting a lot of fruit. And just by adopting this rule of thumb and thinning the fruit out in June or early summer, and the simple tricks or instructions for pruning, I feel confident to be able to go out and do this. So I hope you enjoyed the video, and again, another very heartful thank you to the folks at Raintree for coming out and putting this on and sharing this vast knowledge with the rest of us. Also, we have a coupon code. Raintree Nursery ships all over the country, so we would like to support them. And you want to get on the list now. Pre-order, so you have we'll guarantee your shipments for your fruit next year. And the coupon code's Wrangler Star. So just go to Wrangler Star and tell them we said hello. And we really appreciate everyone's support. So thanks for watching. Don't forget to click the thumbs up, and we'll see you guys on the next video.